Hey everybody, IronFury here, and this is going to be a first impressions video of Sonic Generations. Now this video will contain spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, then by all means, stop watching now. I'll even give you a couple seconds. Alright, time's up. If you're still here, that means you don't care about being spoiled. So, let's continue on, shall we? Now, this game is supposed to be a 20-year anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog. I know, it's been so long. But yet time just flies by. But anyway... So basically, the gimmick of this game is you get to play as two versions of Sonic. You play as the classic Genesis-style Sonic, and you play as modern Sonic. And to be perfectly honest, I think this was done well. The classic-style gameplay is fantastic. The physics work just fine. And to be perfectly honest, while it isn't identical with the Sega Genesis version, it works, and you're not really going to notice unless you are a hardcore Sonic fan. And the modern version of Sonic plays just as well, honestly. Now, some people give modern Sonic a hard time, and I'm going to be perfectly honest. I haven't played too many modern Sonic games, but I had a lot of fun playing as modern Sonic, and you're going to see a lot of notes taken from the Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Color style gameplay. Well, daytime Sonic Unleashed, not nighttime, obviously. There's no Werehog. So nobody can really complain about that. But yeah, the gameplay was done really well. The levels, a lot of great levels chosen here. The favorite level of mine to play so far, and when I say so far I mean at all because I beat the main game already, but my favorite level to play was City Escape. I thought that was done really well. My least favorite level was Crisis City. Oh my god, was that level awful. But, you know, it's kind of obvious that that came from the worst game of the series. So, yeah. The music is fantastic. You're probably even hearing some tracks right now. I have the Sonic Generation soundtrack that I managed to get, and I'm probably going to throw some tracks in here. Now, to be perfectly honest, you probably could just go on YouTube and look for them and you'll find them just fine, but the Sonic Generation soundtrack is fantastic. The classic arrangements of modern themes were done really well, and while they do sound kind of techno-y, they're still very tasteful. They're definitely reminiscent of classic Sonic-style songs. And the modern remix of classic songs are also great, to be perfectly honest. And there's also remixes of songs in the main hub world. And that's just fantastic. Now, speaking of the hub world, the way the game works is you have 3 levels that you can play. Well, when I say 3 levels, I mean you play one, then you play another one, then you play another one, and then you get to the boss. But, yeah, that's right. The boss is not at the end of Act 2. In fact, Act 1 is Classic Sonic, Act 2 is Modern Sonic. But you play 3 zones, and then you get to face a boss. But before you face the boss, you must collect 3 keys from each zone, and to do that, you must play missions. And some of these missions range from a lot of fun to very annoying. Thankfully, you only have to play 1 mission per zone. And that doesn't even mean 1 mission per act. I mean 1 mission per zone. It could be either act. There are 2 missions in particular that were really annoying, both of which, oddly enough, feature Amy Rose as part of it. But the first one was in Chemical Plant's Modern Sonic. You have to let Amy hit you with a hammer to get you to jump higher. Or I don't know, she doesn't necessarily hit you, but she hits the ground with her hammer and Sonic will lunge up into the air and reach a platform that he couldn't reach normally. That was annoying as hell, because basically, instead of it just working, you have this little meter come up and you have to hit it at the right second to get the right amount of height. The next one was in Sky Sanctuary, where you have to race her with the spinning tops, and that's just annoying as hell with Classic Sonic. The visual aspect of the game was done very well. I mean, all the levels look great, Sonic looks great, everything looks great. The story is probably the weakest point. Basically, you have the Time Eater. He comes around, he just devours time and space, he kidnaps Sonic's friends, puts them in zones that he's played over the years, and you just gotta go rescue them. And yeah. Now you may be asking, what about the Chaos Emeralds? Well, the Chaos Emeralds are just a plot device in this game. You don't collect them to... Well, let me rephrase that. You do get something good for collecting the Chaos Emeralds. However, you're guaranteed to collect them. You are. They're a plot device. You're guaranteed to get them. And to get Chaos Emeralds, you beat bosses. Now, there are two types of bosses in Sonic Generations. There is the main Arc boss, and then there is the rival Arc boss. Now, the internet decided that they are going to spoil everything before the game even came out. That's right, if you saw all the internet trailers, the official Sega internet trailers, mind you, then nothing will be a surprise to you. But the rivals you face are Metal Sonic, Shadow, and Silver. And these boss fights are actually a lot of fun. My favorite was Metal Sonic. It's the only actual rival boss that you play as Classic Sonic, and it's a lot of fun. Shadow was my least favorite, because while Shadow can be kind of easy if you know what you're doing, the first time around, you're probably not going to figure it out right away, and it might even take you a long time. The first time I did, it took me a half hour. I couldn't believe that it took that long, but of course, once I figured out what I had to do, it went by no problem. And of course, we have the actual bosses per arc. And these are done really well. The Death Egg Robot, which is the first one, which was the final boss from Sonic 2, by the way. That one was a lot of fun. You also get to fight Perfect Chaos. You fight the Egg Dragon, which I don't know what game that's from. I'm going to say it's from either Sonic Unleashed or Sonic Colors. I don't know. The two games that aren't represented in this, as far as console Sonics go, because Game Gear Sonic games aren't really represented as far as levels go. But, the Black Knight and the Secret Rings were not given levels in this game. I don't know why, but they weren't. They are mentioned, though. They are mentioned. And the Game Gear games don't get any representation. None of the portable games do, actually, for that matter. You can unlock music and art and stuff, and sometimes you'll find songs from those games in there. Like, there's a really cool remix of the Toxic Caves from Sonic Spinball in the game that you can unlock. That's actually really cool. And you can unlock music from Sonic CD and other Sonic games that aren't represented. Oh, Sonic CD isn't really... Well, no, Sonic CD is represented because you fight Metal Sonic. But, yeah. My nose is kind of stuffed. But, and my throat is killing me. So you'll have to excuse me if I don't sound in the best of health. Now, what else is there for me to talk about? Oh, yes, the cutscenes. The cutscenes are few and far between. Really. The voice acting is okay. Doesn't bother me. I mean, I've never been a stickler for voice acting unless it's really bad. And trust me, there's a difference between okay and really bad. Some people take voice acting that I consider to be okay and say that it's really bad, but it's really not. But, I don't know, some people might say that the voice acting in this is pretty good. It doesn't really make a difference to me. There is one scene in particular, though, one cutscene in particular, that's really funny. The big reveal in this game, and like I said in the beginning, that this would be a spoiler, so if you're still watching by this point and don't want to be spoiled, too fucking bad. But the big reveal in this game is that Dr. Eggman concocted this whole thing, and yes, I'm calling him Dr. Eggman. I know American fans are going to be like, he's Dr. Robotnik! He was never Dr. Eggman! No, fuck you, he was always Dr. Eggman, even in Japan. So sorry, but yes, he's Dr. Eggman. Which is funny because they actually addressed that. But, classic Eggman and modern Eggman actually worked together to concoct this whole thing. And it's funny, the dialogue between the two is actually pretty goddamn funny. If I can, I might even throw a scene in there. But, if not, I could just link you to a scene with it. It's pretty funny. It's just how funny how much they kiss each other's asses.
Okay, whatever you are, if you want to avoid an embarrassing beatdown, you better give up now.
You're not in a position to demand anything, you nasty little pincushion.
Eggman! But how?
He had a little help.
Dr. Robotnik!
Nobody calls me that anymore. If you would be so kind as to explain, gentleman genius Dr. Eggman from the future. It will be my pleasure, most excellent and efficacious Dr. Eggman of the past. In order to perfect it, I needed the help of somebody as smart as I am. The only person that smart is me. Oh, you are too kind, my dear future self, and I was happy to help. I captured your friends, flinging them through time to bait my traps.
But the more your monster tears through time, the more damage you do to the world.
The world? I'm going to own the world when I'm finished with Sonic! Wow, will I really get that crazy? We'll see who's crazy after I destroy both Sonics. Forever. You mean after we destroy them? Less arguing, more destroying. That was just to soften you up. Now it's time to meet your doom.
Do it, Sonic!
Come on, Sonic! Smack him!
Not you!
You've got this, Sonic.
You can win, Sonic.
Who are they? They are insignificant.
And of course, the final boss, you play as two Supersonics, and you beat the Time Eater, and you save the universe from something. And, of course, when you're done, you unlock the ability to play as Supersonic in the levels. And how that works is you set it up as a skill. That's right, this game has skills. And how it works is you go to a skill shop and you can buy them, and you can customize, you know, a set of skills to give you little power-ups. Like, there's one that lets you stop whenever you want to. You know, you don't keep having that forward momentum, which is really handy for some levels. There's one for Classic Sonic where you could just have a shield on automatically. You could just buy extra lives. You can buy all kinds of goodies, but you can unlock Supersonic. And some of the missions will give you power-ups, too, or skills that you can add to your thing, too. Like, there's one that gives you the Bubble Shield from Sonic 3, and the Bubble Shield bounces really high in this game. What else is there for me to really talk about? Honestly, I'm just going to say that so far, I still have to play some of the missions, and I have to collect all the red rings, which are little collectibles you can get to unlock stuff. But so far, I'm honestly going to say, buy this game. It's a lot of fun, and quite frankly, if you've been disappointed by Sonic games over the past, then this will actually put a little faith into you again for Sonic. Definitely worth the purchase, in my opinion. Definitely worth at least a playthrough. Definitely at least worth a playthrough. Anyway, my voice is killing me. This has been going on for 12 minutes, and I have stuff to do. So, until next time, take care.